Peace, peace, peace. Welcome to the Scrap and Roll MMA podcast. I'm your host, Sky. We got your host, Jace and CJ in the building. What it do? Let's go ahead straight off the top. We was in the building last Saturday at UFC 310. It was a vibe. Hey, CJ, I seen you. If y'all haven't seen, there was a fight that broke out at T-Mobile Arena this Saturday, and I'm looking at the video. I'm like, that's CJ right there.
Bro, you know what's crazy about that shit? We was kind of involved with that. Right before y'all left, when we got to that section, we were like, "Oh man, these seats is dope. These are way better than where we was." Um, we like, "Oh fuck, we're in the section with the dude bros, already just standing up, just tripping, and they're just talking. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. So, they're going at it with some other people, not nothing crazy, and then Chris Weidman starts coming out. You know what I'm saying? Big WB, he's coming out to that song, and they standing up. They're big on some Trump vibes, and they're like, "That's my American, yeah, that's my rah rah rah." I'm like, "Oh hell nah!" So Eric Anders starts whooping on Chris Wyman, and I start yelling, "That's a real American right there, brother. That's a real American." So the dude in front looks back at me. He's just staring daggers at me. I'm like, "Man, whatever." I was like, "Ain't he is he not an American?" So by then, it's a young kid. He probably about 21, 22, like wasted. You feel me?
Yeah.
Testosterone out the roof. The vibes of the arena's going crazy. He didn't probably pregame hella crazy already. So then Randy Brown and Brian Battle, their fights going on. He's cheering for Brian Battle. So Brian Battle's coming out, whatever. Randy Brown comes out. He has his Jamaican music coming on, woo woo. And he's like, "Brian Battle, you better beat that Nigerian's ass." We're like, me and the homie, we're like, what is, but the way he said it was like with the
Yeah,
hard R's with it. You feel me?
yeah,
It
Yeah,
was
but
like that.
regardless, why you saying Nigerian? First of all, the motherfucker ain't Nigerian. That's wild.
That's what I'm saying though, bro. He was
no
trying to
culture
put
having
some,
ass.
yeah. So we're like, this dude tripping. He wilding out. And mind you, I picked Brian Battle, so whatever. So he's like, "Yeah, Brian," and you know why he's going for Brian Battle? He's a little bit lighter than Randy Brown, so it is what it is. So he turns around and he's talking. He's like, "Yeah, Brian," and he kind of fist bumps the dude that's behind me, which he was cool. Shout out to that dude. And he goes back and he's looking at me and he's trying to talk to me like, "Bro," I'm like, "Bro, go sit down." Most like, "Bro, you're tripping. Sit down." And right at that time, two young black dudes sit right in front of me and like to the left of me a little bit because the seats were open the most of the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And the way the dude is talking, you're faded and drunk. You don't know how to control your mouth. He gets a little slobber on the young black kids. And the young dudes, and mind you, they had literally just sat down. They just got their pictures and he started tripping. And the dude's like, "Hey, bro, you just kind of like spit on me, bro. Like you're tripping. Go sit down." And the white boy, he wilding out. "What do you mean? You're not gonna do nothing. I'll fucking kill you." So the
Oh.
young black dude stands up. He's like, "Bro, go sit down." He's like, "I'll fucking wreck you. You don't want none of this." I'm like, "Bro," I'm trying to stall the black dude out because like I said, literally, I'm like, "Bro, come sit right here next to the homie while I'm trying to stall him out." Cause like, bro, you just pay for the tickets.
Stall him
So
out, Debo.
push come to shove, there was a push falling towards me. And bro, I almost was about to get off on the dude too, but I'm like, "Bro, I just drove 5 hours with the homie. I'm not trying to go to jail." Cause bro. And then the security comes, they exit him out, and the white people around him are like, "No, he didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing." While he's literally been antagonizing everybody there, bro. It
Mm.
was crazy. It was crazy. But then I was like, "Man, I'm a grown man with my family. I just drove 5 hours. I'm not finna get into no mix with no 22-year-old over
Yeah.
somebody who doesn't know how to be at an event when you're cheering. So you can yell the heat, but when the heat comes back at you, you don't know how to handle yourself."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Be like that. Crazy. So long story short, did the white dude get kicked out too or no?
The thing is, I think the black dudes dipped out. We didn't see them with no security guards, and then the security guys came and escorted. And I think dad was like, "Bro, chill out. Bro, chill out. You're doing too much. Chill out. You're talking. Chill out." You know what I'm saying? And there's a couple that was sitting in front of us. They were like, "Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You should have been hearing the thing." I was like, "I don't care, bro. I don't care what he's saying about me. Like, I'm grown. What are you going to say? Like, I don't care."
Fair.
You
That's
know what
crazy.
I'm saying?
Wild.
And I was just
Wild.
like, bro, as long as you don't touch me, touch my girl or my son, then I don't. You can say whatever the fuck you want to, as long as you don't get out of pocket with it. You know?
For
Yeah.
sure.
And that's the thing about when you go to these live UFC events, like some of these people be wilding. Like there's
Yeah.
always a fight when I go. Typically.
Always a fight. Always. I mean, nothing will ever beat Team Ireland against Team Stockton fights. So I remember
No, no,
watching those
no. You don't
clips.
remember when Khabib fought Conor? I mean, yeah, when Conor Khabib fight and people was getting slept.
Oh
Like there was like
yeah,
wars happening outside. People was getting slept.
it be like that
That
sometimes.
was nuts.
It be like that.
But overall, how did y'all feel about the being there live at the event, and how did y'all feel about the event and the fights that took place?
For me, long story short, I mean everything was cool until we got to the main card. And the main card, like everyone rode in, you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, me and Sky went from lounging to being on a fucking
Oh,
airplane, you know.
yeah,
That was annoying because literally, like for the first 3 hours, we were just vibing, relaxing,
yeah.
all big talking. I was talking so much shit.
Hey, shout out
I don't believe
to
they
the
call
young
me
men
a hater. It's crazy.
that was sitting in front of us. We
What
had a
happened?
vibe, huh?
What'd you say,
They
Jace?
they said that I was a hater. I said,
Oh,
"Oh,
they called
okay."
Jace out instantly.
Who?
There was three young men that was sitting in front of us. I gotta give a shout out. Dewan. That's the guy that ended up following us. So I know him specifically. But it was four black dudes that was sitting in front of us. As soon as they sat down, we started chopping it up, started laughing, vibing, and they instantly pick up on this dude being a hater. They ate
Crazy.
What was
Jace
he
up.
doing? What was Jace doing?
Being a hater. Like
Me a
literally.
hater?
Hating on
What?
anything that man like. He was over there watching the football game. He like, man, I'm going for the other team than you going for. Like he literally,
Ah,
Me a hater? That's just so crazy that people would even make such an assumption.
yeah. But I mean, it was really a good time, and
We had
they
a
were
great
a
time.
vibe too.
Yeah,
that's
they
what's
were.
up. Yeah, I was seeing y'all section. Section was empty for a minute. I'm like, yeah, they hella chilling over there.
As
Hmm.
That's
soon
the
as the
thing,
main
bro.
card
Like,
happened.
I I really liked the car was cool, but to me, I was talking to Mo and I was like, man, this is kind of like the second worst event I've been to, not as in the fights, but like the arena felt kind of weird to me. I don't know what it was about it. The energy kind of felt off. And it's like, people were cheering and stuff. And I was like, what is it? I don't know what it is. And I was like, you know what? I think the people who were on the card are not like super fan favorite people. It's
Mm.
not like a Tony Ferguson or a Charles or a Max, or it wasn't like a Conor or a Nate Diaz. So every other card I've been to, like it was booming in there. When Brandon came out, it was booming. Yeah, the Mexicans came out, it was booming. So in this card, we were like, it was kind of the energy wasn't in there
I think
for me
also,
personally.
Stands. The
They
people
was
from
turned up.
Stand,
They
they
were
was in
turned
there
up.
thick.
I think also, you know what I mean. One like there was just an overall late arriving crowd.
Oh my
You know what
god,
I mean?
yes.
Like yeah, y'all niggas coming in here privileged. You know, I'm like your boy. Shout out to Theo Vaughn. I'm trying to be here for the first fight. Fuck everybody
Hmm.
else. You know what I mean? The memes of him going around being the first one there in like the important people section, it's phenomenal. I love it.
Hmm.
Absolutely love it.
Quick funny story before we start talking about the card. So when Cyril Gahn's walking out and they playing a little promo, I'm like, "Hey Jace, you low key look like Cyril Gahn," and he was like, "I don't look like him. I look better than him." I said, "That's a lie." I said, and plus on top of that, his beard connects. The guy in front of us, Daquan, he went like this. And he trying to act like he looking for somebody. I said, "No, bro, I see you trying to see that Jace's beard don't connect." When I tell you, I laughed for 50. That's my favorite part of the whole night because he really tried to get that off
He
by just
did.
acting like he didn't see, like he wanted to see if Jace's beard connect. It was hilarious.
That's funny, and that's real. All right, hey, so real fast before we talk about the card in depth, as we're trying to make sure to always knock out y'all's hot takes. Let's go ahead with the first hot take today. This is at Acid Trip on Instagram, who says, "Hey, Scrap Gang, who wins? Double champ Conor or back to back victories over Volk and Max Ilia?
Going back to back. Hey, we going back to back. Oh, that's a good question. Mm.
I'm going Ilia.
Ooh. Ooh, why?
I think he just has a higher skill set. I think he can match him power for power. The cardio, right after it gets, say it does go into the second round, Conor be tailing off. He has a grappling if he needs to in his back pocket if he needs to get to that. And that's always been Conor's little kryptonite. So I'm gonna go Ilia.
I'm gonna go Ilya.
Because he slept Max?
Um, if this is your first time watching the pod, Jace is a hater. I think y'all already
What?
got that. Secondly, he is
Certified.
my blood brother, and Max Holloway is my favorite fighter. So anytime Max or any type of web to Max is brought up, he will try
Well,
to crap
especially
on
now.
Max. As you can see, I got the Hawaiian flag in the background. What's happening though? I'm gonna go Ilya strictly based off the fact that of his grappling. And once again,
Mm.
thank you to the people who commented on the last pod that went ahead and let Jace know that Ilya was known as a grappler until he started knocking people out. I'm sure you didn't read those comments, Jace. You'll act like you didn't see them.
I was in the comments. I didn't see it.
Yeah, of
And you
course.
know who that was from? We got to give him a shout out too. It's
Joker.
to the Joker, and we've been trying to get him on the pod for the longest time. Brother, fix your mic, your internet, whatever you need, so you can come on and chill with us,
Yes,
bro.
we need you on.
Because
Stop
shout out
joking
to him.
around.
He's always in the comments showing love.
Always.
Fair. I think for me, y'all know me. I love me some Ilya. I love me some Ilya, but double Conor champ. I mean, just that performance that he put on against Eddie Alvarez is one of like top 10, maybe top 5 dominant performances I've ever seen. That was peak top of the game. Why, Sky? Why'd you make the face?
Go ahead. I don't want you to get sidetracked.
That was peak top of the food chain Conor that we just have never seen since. Maybe, and obviously we will never see again.
Hey, shout out to, the powder. The white powder.
I'm dead.
Kind of gone. Um, yeah, I think so. You going Connor?
Yeah.
Mm. You
We
don't
should
see
have
him
let
in
you know what it
that
is.
big
We should have
grappler?
let him answer it first.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he be doing? Because if we would have been like Connor, he would have been like Ilya, bro.
Yeah.
He ain't slick Rick, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, this is a children's story. What you mean?
uh-huh. Real quick, let's take a look at the card and just see, what happened, so on and so forth. I mean, it started off pretty good. We don't need to go through every single fight. We can just hit highlights of anything that we want to. One thing to point out, like anytime there's not a fight of a night, the card was low key mid. Like
Yeah.
they only gave out performance of the night and just skip fight of the night. I'm like, damn, that's good
Mm.
still.
Who they
I
give
will say
the bonuses to?
they gave it to Pantoja,
Doja.
Luque, um, Kennedy, and Chase Hooper.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Big dog Chase Hooper.
Ew.
Hey,
Come
don't.
on.
I wish y'all
Hold
hated on
on.
things like
What
that.
is he illin' about? Because he's literally one of the people you like.
No, he's not.
He's
I
an
don't know
All
this.
American WB. You love those types. What do you
I don't
mean?
You
know
know
this
what? You know what?
narrative that you try to project.
You know
You
why he
know
don't like
me.
Chase? Because Chase is
Why?
actually a good guy. He like the bad guys.
Stop
He
it.
He
like
like
the
he
He
like the
like the
fake.
girls
He like the
gone
yeah
bad.
and
No,
we'll
yeah
talk
Chase.
listen.
and we got something coming up next week that he loves so much.
Listen,
Yeah.
here's the real skill. I'm an old school nigga. So I always root for the old guys. So taking out Clay Guida for me was just rough. I always cheer for the old guys.
Was you cheering for Chris Weidman?
Nope.
Fuck no, I hate that
So he's
motherfucker.
a country. Hey, he's a flippity flop. what would he say?
Flippity floppity ho.
Chris Weidman is not an old guy.
What? Bro don't even got no legs.
Oh, oh,
Guida is older than him.
Yeah, he's older, but he's still an old man, bro. He's what, 42?
Clay Guida, sure.
No,
did
Chris Wyman.
Nah,
did
he's still in
Chris
his
retire?
30s. Dana White retired him, is what it sounded like to me.
Chris
Hey.
Wyman is 40, bro.
Mm.
That's an old man.
I think he's 43.
Nah, he 40. I just looked it up.
Okay. Oh, Clay Guida is 43. Okay, okay.
Oh, okay, yeah. Shout out to Clay though, man.
Yeah. I mean, what y'all think about the decision Brown versus Bryant battle?
That was a wild decision.
Mm,
I thought
I didn't watch that back,
I
so
don't
I
think
don't
we
even
was
really
watching
know.
that much, Jace, were we?
Yeah.
I didn't really care. Then we
Yeah,
moved on to Aljamain and Movsar, and I thought Aljo won the fight.
that's crazy.
I don't see how he can control the round up until a minute 39 left, and then all of a sudden you give round 3 to Movsar.
That's wild. Mozart just dominated him. He's a dominator.
What are you talking about,
See,
dominator?
here we go.
You just say anything. Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna
that
say the truth. When are y'all gonna recognize that? Okay, I'm a truth sayer.
that was not a domination. He probably won the fight, but that was not no domination.
Like,
Getting, getting power bombed and shit like that is not getting dominated, bro.
I don't
Keep
know.
it
But that
Like,
was
moving.
a fun fight, man. For the high level grappling it was, I enjoyed it.
and that's one
Fair.
thing I really appreciated is that it was high level grappling. It wasn't like
Yup.
no lay and pray. Like it was really good. I thought Aljamain. I was actually really impressed by Aljamain because when Mozart did take him down in that second round, I'm thinking this is typical. That really showed us who Aljo was as a grappler
Yeah.
because he could have just
Yeah.
laid there. He could have just laid there, rolled around, rolled the. Yep, y'all know what I'm
Accept the
Rolled
talking
the
about.
round
position.
out.
Thank you.
Accepted it. Yeah.
Like Leon Edwards did, with just his eyes closed, acting like a little silly guppy. But instead, he was able to reverse that position and even ended up getting up before the round ended. So I thought that was really good. Do you guys want to see Movsar against Ilia Topuria? And we'll get to Ilia saying that he wants to leave 145 in a minute.
Tripping. Um,
Anybody want to see Movsar against Ilia, Jace? Please
Um,
stop doing
I, I,
CLD.
I don't think that. Actually, I can't answer this question because it rolls into the next hot take.
We just talked about that. If you were playing CLD, you would know that.
Well, no, I'm saying it's the next hot take.
But I said we're gonna get to Ilya wanting to leave 145.
Yeah. So for me personally, like, I don't think anyone is on his level.
Him being
Ilya, what do you mean? The
okay.
champ, the goat.
So you want to see Movsar fight whoever is champion, or do you want his next fight to be a championship fight?
I don't care. To be fair, I don't care about Mozart. It really
Gotcha.
doesn't matter to me.
What about you, CJ?
I don't know. I'm just looking at the rankings right now. We got Ilias, Champ, Volk, Max, Diego, Yair, and then Mosvar. I mean, I would like to see what happens with Diego next. Maybe is Diego officially booked with somebody right now?
Nuh-uh.
I think they were talking about him versus Josh Emmett. If I'm not mistaken.
He fucks Josh Emmett up.
Yeah. So I don't know. Either for me either be a rematch with Mosbar and Diego, or at least give him a shot at the bell. I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care.
I mean, the bottom line is, I feel that Ilya is so dominant and so head and shoulders above everyone else at 145 that it just kind of makes the division boring. It's like, who do you want to send up there to get slaughtered against Ilya?
Let him do it though. I don't
Yeah, I
care.
think
Let him
additional
let the
contenders.
title defenses go. Just go.
Yeah, because the title defenses build legacies.
Yeah.
If you leave too soon, you get hit with that what if, or you didn't do X, Y, and Z. If he goes at the 155, gets starched, then it ruins the legacy. So I would like to still see him fight. I wouldn't mind him fighting Movsar. I don't really want to see it, but I don't care. It just adds to the legacy. Him fighting
Yeah.
Diego Lopez adds to the legacy. It is what it is. Let's
hmm
hurry up and get through the rest of this card.
I don't think there's anyone that improves his legacy after he fucking beat Volk and destroyed Max. Like, there's no one else
But you're
there that's
also
going
the same guy that doesn't believe in a person clearing out a division. You believe in somebody getting, pedestal walked up straight to
What are
to
you
the top,
talking
if
about?
if if applicable. Um, Bryce Mitchell KO's Chrome Gracie.
Hold
It's
on, but
hilarious.
wasn't Jace talking about Chrome was finna jujitsu this guy up all
Yeah, he did
Saturday?
it. What happened,
Hey,
Jason?
hey, y'all know, and I let it be known, I don't fuck with Bryce. I'm gonna pick against Bryce every time. So yes, I did officially pick against him, and I had to create a narrative of how I think he could possibly win the fight. There you go.
Okay.
Easy.
Cyril versus Volkov. How'd y'all score that?
That was wild.
You think it was wild
It was 2-1, but I easily as well could have scored it 3-0
for Volkov?
for Volkov.
3-0 is crazy.
3-0 is definitely
Oh
crazy.
my god.
Um.
uh, my cat going crazy right now in this
Uh-oh.
thing. No, I just rewatched the fight back a little bit. I didn't even really want to go back and rewatch the fight. I could see how it could have been 2-1 for Gon. Then I could see how it could be 2-1 for Volkov too. It's that second round that was super close. They both have moments. They both have grappling moments in the second round. It's like I really don't care. And he shattered his toes in the fight too.
Hey, did you see
Yo,
that?
no,
Yeah,
no,
when you
no.
sent
That
that
Forget
was
to
that.
me,
nasty.
Forget that. Forget that. Y'all, did anyone besides me and Sky look at Volkov's foot? He had a golf ball on top of his fucking foot. It
oh,
was
I
the
didn't see
craziest
that.
thing I've ever seen. I'm like, Sky, look, look, look. And she's like, oh my God. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
run it back when they're on the ground. When Cyril has him on the ground, Volkov's kind of like crosses his leg, and you could just see a golf ball on top. He tried to hide it with the compression. I think I don't know if he came in with it or he got it, but they tried to hide it with the compression. That's look, his foot was a balloon. You know,
Balloon.
while we were there watching, Jay said that Tom Aspinall dominates and clears Cyril Gane, and Cyril Gane has nothing for Tommy. Y'all believe that?
The way he looked, he didn't look as smooth as he normally looks. So with that performance, I think so.
But he did break 3 toes.
Shattered them
Uh,
hoes. That looked crazy.
What
I
do
don't
you,
give a
Jay? Shut
fuck.
up! You cannot talk
That was
about
a
no damn like you broke 3 toes and kept doing something.
he
First
did
of
that in the
all,
first round too,
okay,
right?
listen, first of all, take the bass out of your voice when you're talking to me. All
Oh,
right?
hey, I got that
From a
footage of me punching you in the stomach. Don't make me release it.
Some water.
Listen, I'm from a small town called I'll beat my sister's ass. You make me homesick.
No, he won't. I told y'all last week he don't hit girls.
Hey, bro, sounded like Munib right now.
Hey, Monique is crazy.
Catching
Let us see
L's,
Monique.
high school
Oh,
L's.
oh my god. Real quick, let's get through this. Shavkat
Yeah.
versus Ian Machado Gary. I feel like we were bamboozled. I feel like the signs were all there that these men like each other, they are friends, and neither one of them really want to hurt each other in there. That's how I felt watching that fight.
Do you take any consideration about Shavkat having a torn MCL?
I wouldn't be surprised if Ian Gary had a tore ACL or somebody had this. Everybody going in there with an injury.
CJ?
That fight was lackluster, man. I was kind of disappointed. Like very humanized Shavkat. Ian did well. He was like like I text Sky, Jace, oh, he's a killer. Nah, brother's a human, man. Bilal gets this dude up out of there.
Tell him. I was trolling him. I said it before, but I mean it now. Bilal's watching that and licking his chops. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, my boy Bilal said I'll cut off my toe and whoop on this guy.
Hey.
Yo, that's wild. Shavkat gonna kill this man. Stop playing.
Bro, you said that about him doing that to Gary, bro. He in there, he was looking super mid, man.
Do you honestly, in your heart of hearts, believe that Bilal clears Shavkat?
Yes.
Yes.
Not that it could happen. Do you are going to bet your rent? You're putting it to happen or could
Yes.
happen?
Yes.
All right. When this fight is announced, we're gonna have to have a good old fashioned again scrap and roll bet.
And then last but not least, Alexandre Pantoja clears Kai Asakura out of there.
He's just far and away better than everyone else at 125.
You see how you do that? You see how you do that?
Yeah.
We've been doing this pod too long. You're trying to push buttons.
That's all the time. All the time. Listen, if this y'all first time watching the pod, me and CJ love Brandon Moreno.
Really?
Jace knows that. And so when he started doing his far head and shoulders above, oh, he dominated. He's taking little digs and little shots at us. So that's all that's going on here. But we're hip to it now. It ain't nothing new.
I'm just speaking facts over here.
You're gonna have to come up with a new song and dance.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm just consistently that dude. That's all I can be.
Um, yeah. So, Pantoja called out Demetrius Johnson. Demetrius Johnson said, "My black ass is staying retired. I'm making good money over here on YouTube. I'm living my
Hella
best
though.
life. I'm 38 years old. Like I took a year off. I don't miss it. Have at it. Whatever.
Yeah,
Not doing it
Yeah,
I
yeah.
respect it.
for
I just
real.
don't think there's anyone at 125. Talk about clearing out a division. Like there's just no one for him really to fight
He
next.
still has Kai Kara friends to fight. They got rid
Yeah.
of they were what regardless of what happened, they did get rid of a contender, a motherfucker who was 6-0. Muhammad Makayev, just let that man go. Says bye, see you later. Don't even want you. So we don't even know what that could have looked like. Um, and it is what it is. If he wants problems, then go up to 135.
You don't want to do that.
Cause Marab crazy.
He'll go and dominate 135 too.
Who?
The champ.
Pantoja going to 35 and getting smoked.
Sure. It's just like he's going
He
to get smoked by Moreno. Got it.
he's going up to
He
135 and getting
barely beat Moreno.
smoked.
He got his ass beat. Did you see this? Did you see his face? Did you see his body after the fight? Stop it. He had to sit on that man's back for 2.5 minutes in order to win that fight.
Hey, it's not my fault you don't know about
He
control.
had to sit on.
I'm
Oh,
a
but when
Roger
it came to
like a
Aljo
cowgirl.
earlier,
I'm a
yeah,
Roger
when
like a cowgirl.
it came to Aljo and talking about control, what'd you say about that?
Mm.
What'd you say about
Mm.
that? Oh,
What he
okay, yeah,
said? What he said?
yeah, exactly. He
Mm-mm.
said,
Hey,
Movsar dominated.
I kind of forget who won the fight between
Yeah. Well, if you
Pantoja and
forget, you better
Moreno.
go. That's what Google's for, my brother. Let's go ahead and take a quick look at this weekend's card. We have Kobe the Cut Covington finally fighting
Whoa,
someone that
whoa,
isn't
whoa!
40 years old.
Disrespectful.
Um, Disrespectful to Kobe Covington, the man who told Leon Edwards he'd meet his father in hell. Absolutely not. Kobe Covington can fall off the planet today. Cub Swanson taking on Billy Q. Manel Cape, don't give a fuck about him, taking on Bruno Silva. Vitor Petroni taking on Dustin Jacoby. Oh shit, Adrian Yanez. Oh, I love Adrian. I'm so sad.
Hey, Daniel. Hey, Marcos might spark him out
I
though.
don't want to see that.
Michael Johnson in the building.
No,
Michael
bro.
Johnson is back.
Nah, he needs to go back, bro.
He
Hey,
about to
hey,
get
isn't
wrestled
this the
fucked.
dude who had the guy climbing on the climbing over the
The
on Fight
cage.
Island? Had the dude climbing on the balconies outside to give him a badge.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
That man crazy. That man crazy. My guy Miles Johns. I love Miles Johns. Sean Woodson looking like Tayshawn Prince out there.
Facts.
Jakar Close looking like Drake.
Can we do me a favor and bring up Sean Watson's? Want to see his past few fights?
He been
He been
winning.
getting a lot of decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, he beat Caceres. He beat Charles Jourdain. That was actually a really good fight. He beat, but I don't know how to say his last name.
Bazookian
Yeah, that's the
or
dude
some
that got
shit like.
punched by the dude on during the whole little Marab exchange this weekend.
Yeah,
That's
he
the dude that
Aljo's
got punched.
homeboy.
Yeah, Saldana, England, and
Damn.
Zalal. He beat
Hey
he
boy.
beat Yusuf Zalal. I didn't know that.
Looks
That's
like your
kind of
boy should be ranked here.
oh shit. He done won his last five. That was a draw. Yeah. Well, he ain't. Let's quickly just go over.
That's cold
It's
blooded.
wild.
Uh,
Let's get our
let's
picks in.
quickly, yeah, get our picks, and then we'll go over the whatever other hot takes and stuff we got going on. Um, let's see.
Yeah, what we
Navarro
doing? This the
Sterling.
top three?
Y'all just want to do the top three? We can do that.
We can do top five, just quick.
Okay. If my what is happening? All right, Adrian Yanez taking on Daniel Marcos. I'm going Yanez because that's my guy. I can't go against him.
I'm going Marcos.
I'm going Marcos.
All right, Vitor versus Dustin Jacoby.
Vitor.
I'm going Vitor Petrino.
I'm gonna go Vitor as well. Manel Cape versus Bruno Silva.
Bruno.
Is
I'm going.
Bruno Fight Geeks or no? That's the other Silva. There's so many
That's
Silvas.
Jean Silva.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
many Silvas.
Yeah, I'm
Fight.
going Bruno Silva too.
I'm gonna go Bruno as well.
Oh, I'm kind
Cub
of torn with
Swanson
this
taking
one.
on Billy Q. I'm going Billy Q.
Mm, Let me see.
I don't know
Man,
what Cub did last.
I want
Cub.
to. He lost last.
Oh, he lost to Andre Touchy Philly.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a pretty good fight too.
Yeah, it
Damn,
was.
that's the Cub is kind of long in the tooth. He 41.
He
I got Billy
41?
Q.
Yeah, I'm going Billy Q, and I rock with Cub Swanson too.
Yeah. And then Kobe Covington taking on Joaquin Buckley. Let's go, Buck. I can
Uh,
never go for Kobe Covington.
hey, since it's the main, give the prediction of the outcome.
Joaquin Buckley by third round.
That's wild. That's a hot fucking take. That's molten
If we
lava.
don't get that, we're gonna get 45 minutes of Kobe Covington wrestle fucking. Blah.
You know
CJ.
what's crazy? I got nigga. You know I ain't picking Kobe, but I see it the same way too. Sky, a drop to a TKO, third round too. He's gonna end up closing that distance, and he's gonna fight off the takedowns. You know, Buckley couldn't wrestle good enough. He hit like a Mack truck. He finna break Kobe's jaw
What's
again.
Kobe
I
gonna
broke
do? Volume
your
punch him?
face. And he about to walk through all those punches, bro. Buckley finna come in there like Mike Tyson and sleep this fool.
Sounds good in theory.
Jace?
Did Kobe even win his last fight though?
No.
No.
Okay, he got dominated, huh?
Yes, he
He
did
lost.
actually.
No,
Got
he got
dominated.
fucking dominated.
Is he
No, he
45?
lost. He
Couldn't win a
lost.
Whew,
round.
he got dominated. He
Can, can,
sucks.
can I give my prediction? Can
Nope.
I give my prediction?
Go ahead.
Thank you, Black Hulk Hogan. What's up with
Macho Man fool.
the I hate black people glasses?
No,
I'm gonna
we're taking it
go.
over.
I'm gonna go with as much as I love Kobe. I really just think that Joaquin is gonna get dominated for 5 rounds. Kobe 50-45. He's gonna gas out Joaquin. All those muscles are gonna work against him when he's on his back. Actually,
The rest of your life, he knocked out Wonder Boy and then turns around and knocks out Kobe Covington. You would be sick.
I think I'd be more sick to come on the pod than anything else in life. Actually,
Why? Because you gonna dodge just like you did after he lost to Leon. You'll be
I
like,
don't dodge anybody.
oh.
What do you mean?
You try to play humble after he got
I
dominated.
let. First of all, I'm just the most humble human y'all have probably ever met. I'm
Now,
sorry. Did I
people,
say something?
y'all been watching this pod for over 100 episodes. Is this dude humble? Hell no. Nah. This guy be tripping.
all
I
the
am.
time.
I'm humble.
Let's run into the next hot take.
Well, I think we kind of discussed it, but I guess we can go a
Nah,
little
we
bit
didn't
more
do
in
it.
depth, which is come on, Superphone. At At Brandon underscore Judy, can any featherweight beat Ilya?
I didn't realize that was the hot take. Can any featherweight? Yeah, any featherweight can beat Ilya because anybody can lose on any given night.
Let's
Facts.
stop. Let's
Facts.
stop with this stupid shit and just like
That's
generally
not. It's
speaking.
literally not stupid
That's a
because we've
fact.
done seen it before.
Did you not
It's
see
happened before.
Anderson Silva out there playing games getting slept by Chris Weidman? Like, come
Yeah,
on.
but you were not a MMA enthusiast at the time. CJ, you can speak to this. It was building.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
It
But
was building.
the narrative around Anderson was like, oh, he's on a 15 fight or 16 at that time. Who can beat him? Who can beat him? Nobody can touch him.
No, no. Listen, that's fair, and definitely won't attack you for that. But also, we just know like those last like 5 fights, just joking around. Seemed like he doesn't want to be there. We're talking against like, oh my god, Damian Maya, holy shit, Thiago Leites, oh my god, just horrific. Some of the worst fights you ever can see in life. Sky to make it a current analysis. It was like. Izzy against Yoel. Just what am I watching? What the fuck is going on?
Interesting that keeps happening at middleweight, huh?
What do you mean?
Just because Anderson Silva was middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, they started receiving some of the same criticism.
I don't think we'll get that with the current middleweight champ.
DDP,
Yeah,
I don't think he's going on a long reign.
that's crazy.
Okay. But to back up what I said, yeah, I think someone can beat Ilia Topuria.
Doubtful.
Yeah, I'm gonna
So
say he can too. You go in there just having an off night, a bad day, like a bad weight cut. Hell yeah, he can get beat. Like you go in there, slip on that banana peel, you can be beat. Is it a high and likely? Who knows? Diego might go and say they give Diego the fight. He might go in there and have the perfect game plan for this guy. He might fuck around and get caught and get submitted. He might get dropped in TKO. Like, we don't know. We don't know. And the thing also is like, yeah, he beat the two best, but hey, you got some up and comers coming around now.
Yep.
do we?
Everything is everything is not 100% until it happens. You know what I'm saying?
So besides talking about extreme circumstances, I don't see anyone beating Ilya at featherweight.
I don't think it's extreme.
I love the idea of Ilya going to 155. I don't know if y'all saw today. Dustin was like, "I'll fight him." Did y'all
That's a
see
good
that?
fight. I did not see it, but that's a good fight.
Yeah, and I guess Ilya called out Charles.
Charles, he called out Charles.
Which listen, say what you will about Ilya. You know what I mean? I think we have to respect the fact of him going up in weight, right? But not saying, "Oh, I demand a immediate title shot." Instead, going after some of the boogeymen of the division, and then we'll fight for a title. So
I
that is something that I personally respect.
I
No.
definitely like that a lot better, man. If you gonna hop up, at least take one fight because if you go up there and you lose to somebody who's in the top five, you don't deserve to be in that championship fight. To me, that's just my thoughts. A lot of people just like, hey, you're a champ, you just go get to fight the champ when everybody else has been doing work in the division.
You
That
know
to
why he
me,
said that? Because he's
uh,
not getting the fight. Because the champion's not going to fight him. That's why he said that. He wants an entry up at 155 because the champ said no. Islam's not going. He said he ain't gonna fight no more smaller dudes because all y'all gonna do is talk shit about him every time he beats them. He beat the pound for pound number one at the time and knocked him out in the second fight. And y'all still was like, oh, but he's 145, and that's just silly to me. That's crazy to me. The way that y'all glazed Volkanovski at his prime and then acted like Islam beating him twice was nothing is crazy to me. And
Uh,
Ilya is not going to get the shot at whatchamacallit. So yeah, go up and
I'm
fight
not.
somebody else in the top five.
I'm not saying what you're not saying isn't true. You know what I mean? But the simple fact that people still make call outs to people. Like I love Pantoja. I think his DJ call out was stupid as fuck.
But Ilia
You know what
did
I mean?
call out Islam and was told no. He has
Yeah,
called him out.
but now he's like, okay, you don't want to fight me? Cool. I'll go. Like, if I really want that fight, I'm gonna fight the next best thing, right? Because if he fights either a DP or Charles, that's for me undeniable.
Undeniable what?
If he gets the win to fight for the title after that fight,
He'd have to vacate. Dana's not just gonna let his 145 champion move up and fight a contender.
and again, whether it was just him talking, I love the fact him saying, "I'll vacate the title for it." I think it's all great. How do you not like Ilya? The guy is just class personified.
Vacate the title for what? Clear the division.
He wants to go and do other things. Let the man go and do other things.
Okay,
He's not
but
trying.
here's
Wait,
what's gonna happen.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. He's not trying to hold up the division. If he is saying he is willing to vacate, right? Let the man go.
Okay, but here's what I want to happen. If he vacates the belt, don't try to sit it there and put him in at 145 GOAT talk. You got to clear the division to be in a 145 GOAT talk. We gonna put you like we did Conor.
Agree to disagree.
That's why I be thinking, man, title defenses are important. I
Let me
think
just
title
ask y'all.
defenses are important.
Let me ask y'all this hypothetically: would you rather see him go up and fight DP or Charles?
I'd rather him fight Diego Lopez.
Okay, that wasn't the fucking question, though, was it?
I'd rather him fight Dustin Poirier. I think that Charles gets hit too much, and I think that Ilia has enough power to knock him out, knock Charles out. I feel like DP, his Philly shell a little bit, he has a lot more boxing defense that would
Yep.
be a harder fight for Ilia than Charles would.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that too. I think the fight will probably be a lot funner because of the boxing aspect of it. Both of them boxing, it'll be cool to watch. But I also think, with Charles, he has that like you said, Scott, he do be getting hit a lot, and I don't like that. But his clinch work and his Muay Thai can also do work with the knees in the middle, and his grappling jiu-jitsu is also amazing too. And Charles hits hard too. Charles hits like a truck, and we've seen, Ilya do be getting hit. But I'd rather see Dustin. That boxing exchange probably would be super cool to watch.
And Dustin's not bad on the ground. Like his BJJ defense, even though it sounds crazy after getting submitted by Khabib, Islam, and
I mean, but then
Charles.
yeah, that
you
ain't
know,
that them three is like
yeah,
that's
something to
that's
believe.
like coming up in the Jordan era and you're like, bro, Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, and Clyde Drexler. Yeah, you have to face Jordan. That's Dustin. Bro, it's
Yeah.
like you have to face Charles, Khabib, and Islam. That's a tough 55 journey for you, brother.
Um. What
So I
about
think
you?
for me, I actually will piggyback y'all and say I would rather him fight Dustin, but for a totally different reason. Because I think he clears either of them. Um, but I'm just such a Charles fan. I really like Oliveira that I just don't want to see that happen to Charles. Like I'm cool with Dustin, but when Ilya sleeps, I'm like I won't lose any sleep over it.
Okay. Does the UFC have a problem? So there was this meme going around. It said 2025. Let me see if I can put this up against
Oh God.
and if y'all can see this. And you might not be able to really see the faces that well. But we have Umar as champ, Movsar as champ, Islam as champ, Belal as champ, Kamzat as champ, and Ankalaev as champ for 2025. That's who they got. They got all the little, wrestlers up at the top. I remember 2022? Was
We
that
was living
2022?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, 20, yeah,
23.
22,
23.
23, 22. We
Yeah,
was
somewhere
living
around there.
good.
It was looking real melanated at the top. Like there was black and brown champs. It was a sight to see. And boy, Sean O'Malley, Sean Strickland. I mean, all of a sudden the tides turned. Now it's looking like the good old. from the Caucasus Mountains. The Russians is coming down and taking over. Let's go. Does the UFC have a problem? These are styles that people in general do not care for, but these are very dominant styles. Do you think that if this happens, this will hurt the UFC?
Damn,
So for
all those
me,
dudes.
no, because people are okay with this style depending on the fighter, right? And CJ, you can speak to this. I think how you came on the tail end. GSP, was the most dominant wrestler, you know what I mean, arguably in UFC history. And people would go crazy every time he took someone down. Who just yeah, but even with Habib as well. You know what I mean? The style
Yeah,
necessarily is not the problem if we like the fighter. The issue with it is one, I mean, it's just a lot of these fighters don't speak English. Like that's a big one. You know what I mean? Um, no personality. What are you gonna say, Sky?
that's the big part too, the personality part. Even if they do, they're kind of like just wet potatoes. It's like no energy. They're always hot. No lie, but Islam do be kind of funny though. Sometimes he be hella dry, but he be roasting. But I kind of agree with that also.
You know what I was gonna say? I was gonna say like when you were talking about like GSP and even going back to Khabib, different time now. The fans want to see different things. Even if they like the fighter, they don't want to see you lay on top of somebody. They just don't. And out of the people that I named, Umar, Movsar, Islam, Belal, Hamzat, and Ankalaev, the only two that the fans can somewhat get behind is Islam because Islam does try to stand and bang and fight, and his boxing, his striking is pretty decent, and Kamzat because
Yep.
Kamzat does go inside there to kill everyone. I can't but all the rest of them, one, two, three, all the four refs, they don't want to see Umar. They don't want to see Mozart. They don't want to see Bilal. And they don't want to see Ankalaev.
Yeah. That's like Hamza. Hamza, he has super exciting grappling.
Yeah.
It's aggressive. It's fast. He's picking dudes up. He's to your back like that in a quick second. He's always going for a sub or something. And
Mm-hmm.
like the other, well, I don't know. This Calm Hamzat that we just had his last fight was something new. I ain't never seen before. But the majority of the time, he's exciting on the mic and stuff too. But
I
I don't know if
definitely.
it's a problem for the UFC. Hey guys, get better at wrestling. Don't let these dudes take you down.
Hey, if he can take you
Shout
down,
out to Pantoja with Brandon Moreno. Keep going, keep cooking. I like
if
what
he
you're
can
saying.
take you down, he can take you out, and he can take you. That's all I'm
Shout
gonna
out to
say.
Mike Tyson.
That's all I'm
I'll
gonna say.
fuck you till you love me.
Hey, CJ hit Jace with that the other day at the fight. That was wild.
I don't remember.
No, I'm sure you don't. I'm sure you don't.
I legitimately don't.
I do think that the lack of them being able to speak English will hurt overall because like even when you look at PFL, majority of the people that won the PFL championships were all Russians. Dagestan took over. A lot of them don't speak English, and it's hard for the fans to get behind you and champion you. And then also, I think it'd be a good opportunity for the UFC to actually have to promote at
But
that
wait,
point.
but wait. Can we really say that, right? Like, think how popular Poatan is.
I was just about to say that. Why we don't have the same thought with
His
the
style,
Portuguese?
his
Yeah, that's true
style.
too. He's
But
letting
also
his
Charles.
fighting speak, but he's letting his fighting speak for himself too, though.
Charles is a
Fair.
banger. And you don't have to necessarily be a striker to get the love, but if you are subbing people, we don't have to sit there and watch you sit on somebody's back for 20 minutes. But if you taking people out, choking people out, they're gonna get behind you. You got to be a finisher. That's what it comes down to. You can't be Jalton Almeida laying on top in full mount on top of Derek Lewis for 24 minutes, literally 24 minutes, riding
Scott,
cowgirl.
is there anything that makes you more angry
No,
than that fight? It's a
no.
serious question.
No, because even with Izzy versus Yoel, like they were standing up, like nothing was happening, but there was still something. Jalton Almeida was in a dominant position. on a person who could not get up. And he did nothing. No ground and pound, no nothing. He laid on top of him. Awful. Awful. Hey, real quick, funny story. So we're sitting there during the Cody Durden fight, and the guys in front of us was like, yo, like, feed Cody Durden to O'Day Osbourne, blah, blah, blah. They started talking crap about O'Day like he always do.
Do I?
And always talking crap about O'Day. And so your boy calls up O'Day on FaceTime. And O'Day's in the building. Your boy Jace got so quiet.
That's not true. That's not true.
Jace, why you didn't say a word? I even think
That's
you
not
sat down.
true. That's not true. I stand on business. Oh, damn, a easy man to find.
Yo, Daquan.
Oh, now that you're not in the arena where he's at.
Sky, what's up? I thought you were gonna bring him on the podcast.
I will. I'll ask him. I just haven't recently. Oh, real quick, we will be back next Tuesday. Next Tuesday will be our last episode of the year until actually let me get the exact date. But we will be taking a break with the UFC. So next Tuesday or next Wednesday, because that's when the videos come out. Next Wednesday, the 18th will be the last video until, drum roll please,
The 4th?
January 8th.
Damn.
Yeah. So January 8th, we will be gone. The 25th, it'll just be 2 weeks then.
But make sure to like and subscribe. Bing! It's free. Helps out a lot in the algorithm.
And there will be videos coming out during that time. It just won't be
There
podcasts.
will be. And then secondly as well, come back to hear all of our end of the year picks. Fight of the year, fighter of the year. We got a couple of surprise categories that we're going to talk about that other shows, because you already know we're not like other shows, will not be doing. We got a few fun categories to talk about.
Yeah,
and we gotta do our from the beginning of the year who we thought the champs was gonna be too.
Yeah, that's
to
what
the
I'm
end of
ready
this
to
year.
say. Yep,
Uh-huh.
I actually got it up right now. I'm not gonna tell y'all, but we will go over it next week to let y'all know who won and who got the answers correct.
Hey, somebody out there in YouTube land, somebody go message the light skinned assassin and be like, where he been?
He's gonna
Where
be
the
on next weekend.
Okay, brother.
Next weekend. I reached out to him. He's definitely gonna be on for the final picks, and we'll be doing our end of the year for 2025 champs as well.
Ooh, it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be saucy.
Yep.
We got to make sure the light skinned assassins got some box wine.
Yeah, we got, man, that clip popped up on my TikTok. I was like, what did he say? He said something. We were all like, what?
He was saying that he wanted to fuck me.
What?
Y'all don't remember that? Saying how
what?
good looking I am? That I'm really,
Damien,
really ridiculously
he playing in your
good
face,
looking?
bro. He playing in
No,
your
this
face.
is
remember
wild. No, I
Y'all don't
remember him
remember that?
talking about rubbing balls, and we correlated it with your bald head, but that was it. He ain't say nothing about none of what you talking about. I ain't even gonna.
I can't help it. I'm really, really ridiculously good looking. I can't help it.
Y'all.
Nah, you tripping, y'all.
Y'all get Jace out of here in the comments. Get him out of there in the comments. We will be back next week. Until then, we are out.
Peace. Much love.
You're wild.